Hello there, I'm Laura Ibikwe, and I'll be giving a rundown on my 6 months employee review. So, we made use of two tables. We have the employee table and the manager table. And starting with the manager table, we utilize crucial data like the manager ID, which is the primary field, the manager name, the employee ID. And if we look closely, we would realize that this is reflected in a blue hue and it has this like plus delete stuff in front of it, and that indicates the fact that it's actually a link. So it's a link field, and more often than not, a link field, the title of the link field indicates the title of the table it's been linked to. So from employee ID, we can already know that it's linked to the employee table, and this really helps in cases where they're like perhaps like five tables or even more. And this shows that this particular employee, rather manager, has three employees under him. This has two, and that goes on. Then we have the department. Now the department is the field, that's the section of the company that the manager oversees. Now for this, we have the IT, the sales and marketing, the human resources, the accounting and finance, and the production. Then we have the email, we have the contacts, then we have a lookup. Now, you would bear in mind that this email is the manager's email. This contact is the manager's contact. But then we have a lookup, and this lookup was made possible by the link we had already established with the employee table. And from here, we can see that the lookup, the last name of the employees that each manager oversees, their work email, and their work line. Now, going straight to the employee table, we also utilize the crucial informations like the employee ID, which is also the primary field, the first name, the last name, the department, which is a lookup from the manager table, the self-assessment review doc. And for this, we utilized a Google document, that's a Google Drive document. And the reason why this was used was, you know, the manager and the particular employee, is going to be granted access to that document such that once it reaches the 6 months benchmark, the 6 month duration, the automation will automatically send an email to the employee that's, oh, all right, it's time for you to do your self-assessment evaluation review, and it will be attached as a link. So once the employee, he or she clicks it, it's going to open, they fill it up, and once they're done, they send it to their supplier and to their manager. And once they send it to the manager will be able to open it and see what was done. And this helps such that anyone else other than the supplier and other than the manager and the employee wouldn't be able to access this document to see what is in it unless if either of the two parties grants them access. So this is efficient and at the same time guaranteeing confidentiality. Then we have the date of the last review and the current review. And the current review was fixed to be the current date, such that because we need the duration for the automation to work, to be triggered, to be 6 months. And for this to happen, we made the date of the current review the current date. So that means that it updates every day, and that means that the duration keeps on increasing as every day passes until the 6 months benchmark is met. Then the current review is gonna revert to the last review, and then the current once the current review becomes the last review, the current review will start counting again. So that will mean that at that moment, the duration, the gap would be zero. The duration will become zero, and then it will start counting again. Then we have the work email, we have the work line, the residential address, then we have the manager ID, the name of the manager, the email of the manager, and the contact of the manager. And this was done such that it will really help, so that because we need an email to also be sent to the manager. So that way we'll be able to automate it on this table that an email will be sent to the manager. So that's a summary of my 6 months employee review. Thank you.